Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to an absolutely, totally brand new game by the name of Dawn of Man, a caveman city builder, if you will, a survival city builder with combat and much... Wait a minute, hold on a second. This game ain't new. I've covered this game a ton of times. Wait a minute, it's actually new for PlayStation 5. Yeah, so I saw a tweet the other day from the makers of this game, Madruga Works, who have made this game in Planet Base and another game as well. And I noticed that they were releasing the game for PS5, which is like a free upgrade for anybody who owned it for PS4. And so they made a tweet saying like, oh yeah, we've got like 4K graphics now, and it's like 60 FPS and increased rendering distance, all this other stuff. So it's kind of a new game for PlayStation for the first time, but it has been a long time since we played it on the channel, and probably one of my favorite games of all time in terms of survival city builder. In fact, beyond Banished, this was kind of the first game that really made me want to play more games that were not necessarily Anno, but more games like, for example, eventually Manor Lords. This game is great, man. And by the way, only 2 gigabytes for this game. I couldn't believe it. Now, this game last updated March of 2024, so it's still getting random, very delayed updates, but I think for the most part, this developer has moved on to their new game. But perhaps now that that development of that game is over, maybe they'll make a new base type game like Planet Base, which was kind of Dawn of Man but on planets, and Dawn of Man, which of course is like your caveman city builder all the way up to the Iron Age, just before like medieval times and stuff like that. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and take our additional, I don't know, 19th first look at the game. And no, I don't need the tutorial. I've pretty much done everything there is to do in this game too, by the way. I know you guys have been asking to see more and more of it, but we've done pretty much everything. Like, we've done all the challenges, like the, well, except for the creative mode stuff, but I mean, that's kind of like what we've already done, but just easier. We've done all the things like commanding the rhinos to go through areas of the ancient whatever. I don't know. We built temples, we've conquered lands, we've defended against invasion. The Northlands, the one about farming and trying to have a short summers and long winters, we've done that. Ancient Warriors, we've done that as well. But I guess we're going to start over with the Continental Dawn, which is essentially your standard survival mode with a normal, kind of more balanced long summer and shorter winter, and then of course with some invasions, but not as insane as with Ancient Warriors. I thought that one would be the hardest, but no. I think the Northlands by far was the hardest for me. A couple more challenges there, and then there also is like some Steam achievements that I was going for 100%, but some of them were like get a population that's ridiculously high, and it is possible, but I just don't want to sit and do the grind. So let's start with Continental Dawn. Alright, so then we get a few different spots to pick on the map, and I think if we pick a different game mode, we get different maps too. So there's like 5 to maybe 10 spawn and starting locations, and then there's the 3 game modes, so you get more than that. So there's a lot of different places to build in. Usually we build along the river because we can build that wonderful looking, there's like that bread mill, which is cool, a flour mill, and then we're just going to go with whatever. We'll go with the merging streams here and see if we can build. Or should we go down by the coast? Twisty River? Let's do that one. Let's begin. Now, I believe the game is procedurally generated each time with those different map parameters in mind. Some of them are like, you know, a winding river, but with hills. Some of them are like flatland, whatever. Some of them even allow you to, I think if you have a hardcore start, you don't start with any of these, you know, pre-existing shelters that are made of pelt. These are pelt tents. And we can make more of these by hunting animals. This game is so cool, man. I just wanted an excuse to come back to play it again. You guys have been asking, but I was like, there's no real good reason. Well, now with it coming to PlayStation 5, if you got a PS4, the game's on PS4. If you got a PS5, you can get it for PS5 as well. I'm playing on PC, but I don't care. I just wanted to build and do more stuff. All right. Wow. Feels weird to be back. We have ourselves 2 little tents here, and we got things to build, so let's get 2 of them. I guess we'll make a couple of bifaces and see if we can go and build another house. And how many people can these hold? 3, and we've got a population of 7, so we will need another house. Somebody's homeless right now. And we want more room to expand eventually. So we got a little crafting building there too. Now, we played another game on the channel by the name of Ancient Cities, which is like this game, but more like Manor Lords. Like, it looks more modern, and it certainly plays a little bit more like that. It's quite different from Manor Lords, of course, but it plays more like that than it does like this. We've got a couple of sticks here. Let's go ahead and do some gathering piles. We need our people to gather sticks and stones for weapons and tools. So let's go ahead and see if there's any nearby. Alright, stick gathering over there. Let's do a stone gathering over here. Oh, obtain flint. Yeah, let's grab flint too. That's going to be important. What else is there? Hunt and fish. Well, we could hunt over here. There is a deer. If our people have some weapons to hunt with. Could also gather. There seems to be some fruiting trees over here. And those are things like, in this case, service trees. Man, this game is so good. Now the light rain. Man. This game came out a long while ago, too. Like, what, 2017 or 18 or something like that? I don't know. I really wish they would make, like, just another one. And start from scratch and elaborate on stuff. It's such a winning formula. What people love about Manor Lords as well, where you plop down a construction site of a building and then see people deliver all the materials, which is really cool. Oh, I know what else we need. We need to put down a drying rack for our food. Oh, hey, we've had our first successful hunt. Oh, there we go. They chased that big O boy over there. Nice job. The Megala. And got a good kill across the river. Typically, when they flee through the water like that, they go real slow. And then anybody with a spear can unload on them a few times. Good job, boys. Let's do a fishing area here. And I also need to put up, when it's, yeah, of course, spring. So we might actually see people get hit by lightning, too. I think people can die from that. What is the different buildings here? Skull Pool for our elders. Place to honor them. And then skin dryer. I guess we'll put that over here. And I do need one more thing for storage. Maybe we have to research it. Storage tent, wood pile, rock pile. Should be a way to store meats. Might have to do research on that. Okay, so we could spend these knowledge points that we get from hunting and fishing. I really like how this game does the research. The more you do things, you earn research points, and then you can invest that in anything. That's everything from picking up like 10 sticks, 50 sticks, 100 sticks. Same with stones, same with flint, same with animals. Hunt 1, 10, 50, 100, 500. You're still learning things every time you do it. So it's a really cool way to do research, and also we can buy certain knowledge in the game too. Right now we're in the Paleolithic era, and we can work all the way up to the Iron Age. And, of course, we can get horses, too, although, unfortunately, this game doesn't have, like, cavalry or anything like that. Go ahead and look around. With this highlight mode, we can see everything that's around here. And we're in a pretty good spot with the ability to maybe build, like, a fort or something up there. That's pretty good for us. Okay, yeah, so let's go back to research. Is there a drying rack that we can get? Oh, there it is, yes. Food drying, we'll need 5 points for that. Okay. We'll need a little bit more gather. We're going to go ahead and speed things up to speed 2. And I'm going to look through a few more things to gather. Did we mark stone? I think we did. I'm just going to mark that like that. And we need to make sure our productivity is not too high. Over here are some menus to monitor things like productivity, defense, animal health, and stuff like that. I think this is what we want here. The workload chart? No, it's a different thing. General, that's on the right side. Resources, got that already. Grouped resources. Animal speed, defense. Well, here's our workload there at 117%. I want to get that down, but I guess at the beginning we are building a few things, and I think in order to build this we need 2 raw hides, so that's what the hunting was for. And more people will eventually join our settlement over time. If we look out here, there's also giant hunts we can go on for, yeah, woolly mammoth and woolly rhinos. So there's a woolly rhino there. And I think these eventually go extinct naturally. So when we get a little closer to, like, the Bronze Age, a lot of these things just completely disappear. And we're left with just, you know, undomesticated cows and goats and pigs and things like that. We're going to have lots of livestock. Although I don't think we can have chickens. That is one of the things that surprised me. No, there's like a little lake over here, too. Pretty. Ah, these. Yes, these giant megaliths. We can go ahead and cut those down and then build like Stonehenge. And other monuments. Things and stuff and things. Another lake. Pretty. Let's see. Oh, and here we go. Nice. A migrating herd of woolly mammoth. With a little one, too. Those, as you'd imagine, create a crazy amount of meat and a crazy amount of hides. So that's really good for an early game build-a-thon of all sorts of things made of pelt. There's an achievement in this game, too, to build a settlement of like 100 or 500 people with not even upgrading to anything but pelt houses. So pretty impressive that you can actually do that. Pretty impressive indeed. All right, we got to go ahead and make sure bread's being made. Okay, it is, but we don't have wheat or anything yet. And we do want to make a storage building for stone. And then we'll build a storage tent, which also takes hide, so we'll build that back there. Now, I don't think we get attacked until we get a little later in the game, so we're safe for now, except for from wild animals, which always seems like a bear, like a cave bear or a cave lion escapes into our sights. It'd be cool to have a game mode where it was not really humans that you had to worry about, but constant animal attacks. That'd be cool, because there would be a big benefit to defeating those. You can get the knowledge, and then, of course, you can get bones and hide and meat, and turn that into leather, and smoke meat and sell that too. So good amounts of money can be made from that. Good stuff. All right, we're going to go ahead and go into speed times 4, or actually 8. Let's go up to speed 8 now and see what else we can get done. We did make a couple of bifaces. That's good for chopping up that meat. Go ahead and make a couple more spears, a couple more harpoons. So spears are for hunting and defense, and harpoons are for going fishing. And I think eventually we can make fish traps, and that's a crazily good item for making money. You can take linen and sticks and put that all together and make a lot of money out of that, especially, you know, from selling at the trader. You only have to have a few in your camp, and you can get lots and lots of fish. But selling those things is way better. Okay, looks like we got a couple of little things drying there. We're going to go for a drying rack now, because I would like to try to preserve as much meat as possible, since we are hunting and fishing. And that's under production there, food dryer. Okay. So now, go ahead and put that over here. Kind of near the camp. And we'll build 2 of those. Excellent. And I think eventually we can tell our people to cut down trees too if we make an axe. Oh. And who is this friendo? Oh, we have ourselves an ancient bison in here. Very nice. We can have all of our people go on a big old hunt for that, but we've got 10 raw skin, some of which we need to dry. And then we make leather, not from drying, but there is a whole leather process to this game, which is, I think we have to get tannin from pine trees, or fir trees like that. I think we can get, yeah, there you go. It can only be done in the spring, though, so we can gather that. Oh, uh-oh. Oh boy, there it is, the cave lion, just like clockwork. Oh man, it's gonna attack the kid. Run, kid! Oh, damn, that was close. Wow, she was hauling ass out of there. We almost lost Emka. Damn, good luck. Woo! They almost took one of our little ones. Damn, nature, you scary. Luckily, the adults were kicking ass, and there you go. Free sacrifice from Mother Nature. Now we get hide and bone and meat from that. Cool. All right, then we can unlock, I think, wow, we're already gathering research quickly. We got bone tools, composite tools, sling making, dog domestication and training, tanning, and then also funerary rituals. I think we'll go maybe for bone tools next, because when the trader comes in the spring, we can sell that for a lot of money. We're already approaching autumn, I believe. Where do we see the month? Right here, summer. Okay, so we're about halfway through the summer, so autumn is on the way. Summer is a good time to gather things like nuts and berries. And another house has already been constructed. Good. Now, when this number up here is red, that means that we don't have enough homes. So now we do, we're up to 7, so we should have enough homes or empty spaces for 2 more. But I'll build more. Go with bone tools. Now let's have somebody make some bone harpoons. We'll make 10 of those. And I'm just going to do individual orders for now and wait for more people to arrive. Maybe we'll go with another couple of tents here. There we go. We'll put one there. And one on the other side. Ah, very nice. Looks like they're cooking meat there. Although this is set to bread, I think they can actually maybe bring down meat before we can salt. I don't think we can salt it, but we can cure it by it drying out on the rack. Although I don't think we can smoke or salt meat. And that's good. Workload went from 117 to 83. So good stuff. Got lots of flint. Sticks are coming in too. And I think we've already got some default production minimums that we'll just go ahead and keep for now. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, lots of meat on the rack too. Look at that. Got a lot of, boom, right there. Oh, and fish too. Fish and meat are drying, and we'll go ahead and put more down. As soon as we get our food dryer up, let's go ahead and make that a priority. It only takes a couple of sticks anyway. Oh, and now we're already into autumn. Look at that. About ready to survive our first winter, and we'll see what happens. From what I understand, the game gets a little bit more aggressive around the fall and in the spring. Animals are trying to get as much food as they can before the winter, and when they wake up from the winter in their hibernation or whatever, they're also very hungry. So autumn and spring are the most dangerous time for animals, and winter is probably the best time for construction, because everybody who would normally work on the farms is unassigned. And although some crops can be planted a little later in the year, like I think traditionally wheat and barley can be planted a little later. And that is a crop that we get. We get, of course, barley and wheat. I think we'll also get pulses and lentils and a bunch of other stuff too. So really cool ancient crops. Potato, of course. Yes, they had... no, they didn't. I always wish they did, though. I wanted to see some ancient French fries. That'd be cool. Or tomatoes. A tomato, potato, delicious combo. Okay. Oh, and we've already gathered another knowledge point from making 10 dried skins. Good. Maybe we'll go for leather making next. We've built our storage tent too, so that's storing meat and now cured meat. And we got some weapons in there too. Some of our spears. Now, just in case we're attacked, to make a few more of those. In fact, we should probably do a full thing of spears, and we'll hunt for a while. We are Paleolithic, after all, for the time being, so we may as well take advantage of all the hunts. Oh, looks like we're also gathering berries, too. They last a decent amount of time if you gather them in the spring. They can last until the end of the year, almost. Ooh. A herd passing by. Oh, I love this. The animals are so clever in this game. They go to the watering hole. They'll travel in single file. They'll all get spooked if somebody comes up. The AI, this game is incredibly underrated, really. I mean, I know you guys wanted to see it more. I want to play it more, but I just don't think enough people know about this game. We really need something like this again, because there's a lot of cool little mechanics here. The game's not, you know, very big, or like there's not like a huge campaign, but there's a lot of cool things here that you just don't see, that you wish you saw more of. All right, Jarek is here with a low commission. So we can trade him for any of these items up here with the ones at the bottom. We could get some leather. Or bone. Let me get some bone so that way we can make more weapons and tools out of it. And what about leather? We don't want the meat. There's the pulses I mentioned. Go ahead and sell bone harpoons for now. We're short by just a little bit. All right, short by 5 now. We'll trade the buy phase too, and we should be good. So I've purchased a bunch of bones so we can make more weapons, and that'll be better for our next trade. So all good. Actually, let's... There we go. Get a couple of buy faces in there, too. Alright, let's speed up and survive our first winter. I think we got everything we need to survive that first winter already. And our people have 12 food and 6 fish in the storage, with a quick glance in the upper left. Oh, we built 5 tents, so we get a little bonus for that. Good. Well, we could make slings too. I believe that's requires leather. Maybe we should do leather working or tanning. So let's unlock the tannery next. And we'll plop that down next door to the dryer. And keep it near the storage area. Look at him go. Now, I also believe this is the type of game where we can't build roads, but we can build roads by people walking in areas. So the more they walk in an area, the more it'll kind of get, you know, treaded on. And I like when games do that. I think another game by the name of, oh boy, Foundation. Foundation's the name of the game that does that. Look at these big old pigs. Oh boy, an offering. Let's get them all, boys. That's a lot of meat there. Well, let's leave the piglets alone. Ah, they got away. Maybe not. They're chasing him back to the camp. Nah, he got away. Big sad. All right, let's do... And by the way, in order to research or to get to the next tier, like Mesolithic, or to Mesolithic, or Neolithic, we have to research everything here beforehand. So all of these will have to be unlocked, and then we need one to jump to the next age. So essentially, we need to spend 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 points, and then another 15 to get to the Mesolithic era. So we need a lot in order to proceed. But it is coming in pretty quickly. I think we'll go with the animals, just because they're free. As in, like, you know, we'll find an animal randomly, a wolf, or a kind of more timid animal. Dog will come in, and we have ourselves a doggo. Oh, this music's nice. So good to be back. Like visiting on Thanksgiving. You know, after a long time. Bum, bum, bum. Alright. And, oh, that's not done yet either for the tanner. Now, I believe the way that things work in this game is that you set production queues and you also set those gathering areas, and whoever is free will go and do it. So there's not really, I think, assigning people a task. Oh, boy. Whoa! Alright, well, we've hunted a cave hyena and won that battle, too. Music was still playing like they were still attacking. I got a little worried, but we're okay. Now, those added bone spears are a great thing because we can kind of continuously get more food from that. Not more food, but more bones. So we can use bone spears to go hunt enemies and then get more bones from them and then hunt enemies and continue to do that. I don't think we can actually repair tools or clothing. They kind of have their use and they're gone. So when it comes time to making clothes for everyone, which I think we just have to make linen outfits for the summer and wool outfits for the winter, they might be able to do something with that. Oh boy. Alright, lightning strikes. We'll have to see if it hits the camp. Really reminds me of the beginning of Farthest Frontier as well. Just a couple of tents out here. Nice. Peaceful. And the traders arrived. Mark Harral. Or something. Average trade commission. Food and logs. Okay. Well, we'll keep with that then. I don't think there's much there that I particularly need. But now we're just gonna have to save up for a while. The trader is good, but yeah, we don't need anything too crazy here. Keep buying bones from him. That's fine. Maybe leather. What do we want here next? What's being built? Also interesting to see industrial buildings built in with the, with the residential buildings. And this game allows us to build palisades, defensive towers, defensive platforms, and gates. And so we can really make a cool city that can then be easily defended. Like, for example, this landscape here, the enemy might not be able to traverse through. They definitely can, but it'd be kind of cool to make a camp here where you're leaving one side open. But the enemy could also swim across. You have to kind of consider that too whenever preparing against siege. Ah, more fish. Good. We'll have more research in no time. Oh, wow. And productivity is at 12%. Okay. Lazy, lazy. Let's gather tannin for the spring. And we do need to build our tanner. Which I thought I put down. I think we can also individually command our people too, and our dogs and some of the animals that wander around our camp. So if the enemy's coming, we can click on a dog or a cow or something and try to get them inside the walls. And also we can sound an alarm early, which will let everyone get to their battle positions. Women and children will take shelter in the forge, and then the men will go out and take care of business. There's also some special call-outs, I think, for them. Maybe not. But we do get better weapons, which is another cool thing that I just remembered. That's what I'm thinking. For a moment I was thinking, do we get mercenaries? But no. If you kill the enemies in this game, you actually get to pick up their weapons. Now, in Manor Lords, you don't get to do that. But in this game, if you kill somebody with a shield and a sword, you actually get to pick up their equipment and use it against them, or sell it or whatever you want to. So that's another damn cool feature of this game that's really impressive. Ah, I like it. We should probably start cutting down trees too. Let's go ahead and do some minor logging. Oh, we can't. Gotta research that too. Okay. I want our people to gather more materials so we can get more of those research points. Gather everything. Stick, stone, flint. Great easy ways to make some good impacts on the technology tree. Man, this music's great. And so are the animations of all the people. And the combat is so cool too, them throwing spears down to the enemy or using bow and arrow or slings. I love that. Ooh, another autumn is back. Trader will arrive sooner than we think. He's gonna be here. Also temperature, 17 degrees Celsius. And going down. Looks like an average around 12. We don't actually need to worry about exposure from the winter unless there's a blizzard. That's pretty much the major time when we can get people dying of hypothermia, is when a blizzard strikes. Oh, there you go. We can actually research technology right off the bat. Wow, 100 for that? I don't know if that's worth that. But it probably will be for today's video. So let's go ahead and pop that. And it's a low commission anyway, so 130 points is all we need. We could pop off with outfits. Spears. Buy faces. And dried skin are only 5. We'll go with that. We'll get plenty more from hunting. Yeah, we can do bone spear, which is 7. Over by 2. That's good enough. 131, that's fine. Close enough. Alright, and we've unlocked composite tools, which means now we can save this next research point that we're about to get for something else. We're going to try to get to the Mesolithic era. It's quite an interesting one, too, and really, when we start to farm, that's when this game really gets interesting. And all the space that you have is not enough. 3 people now moving into the camp. Awesome. Population bopping. Let's go with the sling making for now. And nice to have 3 more people moving in. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. So now we just need 2 more points to get the final research for this era, and then 15 more to move on to the next age, which is, was it pottery? I forgot. Yeah, pottery. So that'll unlock the Mesolithic era. And that's when we start doing light farming with grain and pulses, which is really cool. I think pulses are harvestable in the spring and grain in the autumn, so we've got food pretty much right away. And sledges too, which really is helpful for transporting animal carcasses and other large objects across the map. If you tell somebody to go farm somewhere, like a tree farm, for example, you can tell them to, you know, cut certain trees in an area, load up the log sled, and bring it back over. We have no picks. Wow. Okay. I think we're set to go through another winter. Productivity at 80%, upper right corner. 14 now for our population. Pretty impressive. We jumped quite a bit in just a little bit of time. Now, we can also build bridges across this river. We can also build a mill that's on the river, too. And that's about it for, like, any sort of interactions with the water. I guess we could also get mud out of there and fish. But we can't make fishing docks, but we can make bridges and crossings that are cool. And, of course, you could put tunnels near those bridges or on those bridges, too, if you wanted to defend your claim and fortify it. People are running out of warm clothing. That's not good. Okay, we're going to raise the production of a couple of buildings, so our friends will start working there first. Trying to get a lay of the land ahead of time. And we're just trying to wait for our people to finish the basics. Whatever might be close to 100 or 50 or whatever, or 10. Alright. There's a lot of people moving in. We're already up to 15. And we're ready for the last bit of research. Oh, there's actually 2 more. Doggo training and now the funerary rituals. And started to make some tools. Anything else we should be able to trade? Hey! Excellent! Now, these pillars at the bottom are all sorts of different challenges that you can do in each of the missions, or in enough of them, and then it unlocks the other missions, like the one that was like the big, the winter survival one with the farming, or the one where you get invaded and attacked all the time. So those goals are like have X number of buildings, X number of people, X number of, you know, weapons or something like that, and you'll get an achievement for it. which is cool. Okay, funerary stuff is done now. And now on to our last one. All will be revealed soon. Bum bum. Back into the spring, lots of storms. More tannin gathered, good. Now we just got to get to that dreaded 15, which will take a little while. We've got 3. Oh, the traders are here. Hello. Oh, high commission? Meh. And further, meh. Alright, they'll leave in a little bit. Love it. Our work is down to 44%. So we can have them hunt in any of these areas, but the further from camp, probably a badder and badder idea. Okay. Pretty. And we've almost got enough knowledge points now. 3 out of 15. We're getting there. Oh, wait a minute. A wolf attack. Better not be a cave wolf. I don't know if that's a thing. Let's sound the alarm, though. We're under attack. Boom. Ooh, nice. A big old kill there. Alright, people. Back to work. Honestly, I think that thing wastes time. Having everybody, like, defend the base like that. You only need a couple people. I got him. There's your alarm system. Burr, burr. Okay, we got 5 knowledge. Hopefully everybody's hunting, fishing. Oh, another attack. Yeah, man, at the beginning of this game, they're just constant. Oh, our good old friend, the bear. There it is. A cave bear, even. All right. Got to call everybody in. This is the big hunt. Bear and bear cub, but we got to take out the main bear. Nice. Bear eliminated. I'll leave the cubs as a message to Mother Nature. It'll run back and tell the others. Pretty trees. Pretty trees. Okay. So now we just wait for more things to be gathered, created, consumed. We can unlock more stuff. Always good to have more hands to do the work. I think we'll also have more people to do the work too. Bum, bum, bum. What do we got? Tannin coming in. Oh, of course, we can keep track of our animals, too. We can have sheep, goats. Goats make cheese. We can also make beer in this game, which is a quote-unquote new update from, you know, a long time ago, but one of the newer ones before the newest one, which I don't even know what the newest one was, honestly. I know we covered it, and there were some tweaks and things, and I'm always looking for an excuse to play this game. It's a damn good game. Damn fine game. And cool that it's out on console finally for PS4. Well, 4 before, but 5. New to PS5. There you go. That's all you got to know, really. And that's a good game to try anytime. And I think when we go forward one more era, we will start seeing enemy attacks. So we will start seeing humans do what they do best. Bother others. I think we'll set more hunting grounds. Okay. We've got almost half the points we need for the 15 for the pottery. Gonna kind of just be on cruise control waiting game for a while until enough animals or enough spears or something are made. Ooh, our first death. F down below. Alright. If you watched this far in the video, everybody put an F down below in the comments section for Corazor. Old man died of old age. Died to death, in fact. Get an F going down there. Let's get to 1,000 Fs for Corazor. You can spam it a few times. Go for it. Always like to celebrate the first death in our camps. It's a good thing. He's like our first elder. And so he'll be the first person that's kind of being praised at the altar here. A lot of people will remember him from such hunts as the last one and, of course, the one before. That's kind of how it goes. But very cool. And then you can build cairns, which are like these big things for, you know, bearing bodies, like a mound. And pretty fascinating. You can build those kinds of things and kind of almost on temple tier. That's one of the objectives, too, to build a sun temple, like a old school monument, which is cool. Still got 7 research, though. Traders should be inbound for the autumn. Man, this game is beautiful to look at. I don't know if it has a photo mode, but it needs one. Oh, reindeer hunted ×5, so now we got a knowledge point for that. We have no food. That's bad. We better order some more hunts then. And actually, we should have our people, oh, we don't know how to gather rye yet. Let's go ahead and increase the hunting percentage here. We're going to increase the number of people that can work at each of these hunting jobs. And fishing, etc. In fact, we should gather the rest of the fish now. Oh, it looks like 2 of these are next to each other. And there's our trader just in time. Worst case, we can stock up on food. Just 1 bread. More bones for more weapons. I want to trade for 14. Done. Oh, well. Actually, we do have quite a bit of food. It's just drying out. For the winter months. A little bit of a pain, but it is what it is. They'll eat whatever it is right as soon as it's ready. Okay. Well, as soon as we hit 15, we jump right into the Mesolithic era. Then we can start doing bone polishing and making archery a thing. And that's going to be really important for hunting, as well as the sledge making. So that's a really big jump forward for the almost like Paleolithic tier times 2. I mean, you get big sledges to haul animal carcasses around, and then, of course, onto also more hunting, which is great. You never have to give up the original tents of the game either. You can kind of live on as long as you possibly can, and the game will throw you some shortcuttings, but it'll be interesting to see how long you can survive in a game like this. Especially since it's been a while since we played. Too much of a while. A long while. Well, that's all the time we have today for our first 55th look at Dawn of Man. Yeah, it's out on PlayStation 5 now. I just wanted to cover it because I wanted to come back to this game. It's good times. If you think you want to see a full playthrough of this game again on the channel, make sure you smash that like button. Go ahead and do it. There you go. And yeah, thank you very much for subscribing. Lets me know you want to see more. And until next time, I'll see you when I see you for more Dawn of Man. I'm sure I'll play it again sometime soon. But don't ask. I'm done for now. Maybe. We'll see. I can stop anytime I want to. I just don't want to.